guys, and welcome in yet another stream. Yesterday I couldn't do it, and I couldn't do it on Monday as well. As you all know, at least those who know, I began working on a separate vehicle, another one, which also requires to be built like from scratch, everything. So it's pretty much a lot. Yeah, so I had to dedicate some, dedicate some time over there. Also had some client work, and really 3 works separate in one day of this great measure. Yeah, I just couldn't take, so had to leave the detailing for some other time. That's what we have from the last time. So let's take this, because everything else should be hidden. Today mainly I'll be doing 3D scan, retopology, so right after this stream I'll be moving on onto the development of the other vehicle. It's going to be a pretty long day. Oh, this is not working for some reason. Maybe I've locked it. Usually it should zoom out, zoom in. Anyway, where was it? So yep, that's a rather different one. Yeah, but not much can be seen. I might want to add this on the front. It looks nice. Yep, this is good. Yep, awesome. Okay, so we have a much better idea of how this looks, and we are pretty much here, this section right now. Right now I'll try to cover the ground or the 3D scan of what I can, and afterwards I'll just combine basically the pieces to make a whole structure on how this is supposed to look. Oh, look up to where we have that. So okay. So these two will be connected. All we need to see is, okay, that's going up right there. So yeah, there's like a circle here that holds this all together. So I'll just try to make it a bit more detailed so you know it's a circle. I'll use this today as a training for what follows. Like I've said, today I'll have full hands of work. After this I have to move on developing another vehicle. I'm still working on the chassis, but it will have to be eventually built fully like this one, with details. So yeah, my point is I must speed up the process. top actually. That there it is. Okay. And this is where it all comes together basically. This is the final one. weird today. So many people know not one question. Interesting. Okay, I mean, we have kind of the skeleton here. This way to project it a bit better. This to showcase where the bottom is here, maybe. And we'll get it in no time. That's going over there, and all in between it's okay. It's important that we have these guidelines, so I'll know this connects with that, and from here connects upwards like that. It will come out beautiful. It will come out beautiful. On top is a straight line up to that point. This below will be curved inside, and then somewhere up until here we will have the bottom, which has a bit of a slope here like this. I suspect it's a cornering here. Actually, here how it goes. Not with that one. What's the right angle? Come on. Okay, finally. So we can have this. And then it connects with this one. Foge 66. Just when I was about to say that, it's quite weird that no one has actually written anything on Twitch so far, and it's been like almost an hour. But yeah, there it is. Blaster. Hi Blaster. Hi mate. Foge, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it's the proper camera angle. I know it looks a bit silly that I'm watching outwards. Maybe I should flip that actually, but I had it reset. So configure video. There it is. So where's the flip? No, wait a second, I want to flip it. How to flip the camera? Oh, there it is. Transform, okay. Flip horizontal. There you go. So now everyone will think that I'm left-handed. Well, I'm actually right-handed. That's a small private thing I have. that will be kept in privacy, you know. Not everything that you see on camera, it's always, you know, as it appears, you know. So that's a little thing I like to have for myself. No big deal though. This just I've been getting back to the point of friends saying, but yeah, you know, it's what about your privacy and so on and so on. Well, yeah, I don't believe in that if you expose just a little bit of yourself, that you're suddenly revealing everything, or that, you know, just by seeing something you know everything. It's far from that. The picture it's much bigger. Heck, I'm using my real surname on Twitch, so what, you know, I want to be recognized by my surname, and who'll do what, you know, it's no big deal. Like, what's the catch? Oh, I want to stay private. Yeah, of course, why not? But 3D Tchir, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's too much the in between. But welcome on the channel, mate. You're not the first time here, I see. But 3D here. How would you pronounce that? Yeah, it's a bit tricky for me. And what that emoji is, I never understood. Is it like thinking like that, you know? And I think that I should update some emojis so you can guys play with them. I know there's not a lot of fun on my stream that I'm not offering such things. Maybe I should make it a bit more interactive. What do you think, guys? The hour, it's 9:51. That means I have 2 more hours to go. And after I finish with this, I have to switch right away to another vehicle I'm developing from scratch for a client. So that's why I haven't been streaming yesterday and the day before. That's actually not the sole reason. It's the fact I had to work on another client as well. So I had 2 clients, 2 big jobs, like in only 2 days. So I had to make it fast, and I did not have any time for anything else. So can you show scan mesh? Yeah, sure, mate. Of course I can. Just a moment. There it is. Also, you can see that here. Just a moment. You can see it here a bit more as well in details. I'll be mute, guys, for a few minutes, and I'll be back. Hey Willem! Yeah, I made big progress today, actually. Finishing up the rear end of the engine. This piece here. This whole structure, the back. Gathered what I could from the 3D scan. Not much on the left side, but crucially for me, this part is pretty much preserved, so I can at least make some details on the rear, you know, to see how they really appear and how to project them. But the rest will be where is it? What did I do? So this part here will be flipped on the other side. Actually, here it's somewhere the middle, like the center here. So this can be pretty much also removed, maybe. So once I make this one, one side, the other one will be automatically as well. Then just this detail at the back, and I'll have it. And by the way, I'm missing a piece here. Yep, there it is. So this also will be flipped, more or less like it. Come on. That will be sorted out. It's, yeah, but that's pretty much in a nutshell on how it would be, what my approach would be. But again, I began working for a client for whom I need to develop another vehicle from scratch as well, with all details. So it's really tricky. It's not like I have the whole time, you know, to work on this vehicle alone, and it's never been like that ever since I began working on it. But I knew what I'm getting myself into, and you know, no one pushes me to make it. It's just what I'm doing in my free time. So you know, I'm saying all of this only because maybe I hope that I'll finish it sooner. I'm starting to get reminders of, you know, on Instagram, like what you've been doing this time of the year last year, and I can pretty much see that I began developing the rims and the wheels of this car last time, this time of the year. So I'm a bit frightened that almost a year, you know, has went since I'm working on this car, and I would say it's still far from finishing. Although I want to tap myself on the shoulder and say, okay, there is not much to go, but this is pretty much blocking out the rear engine in a bit more detailed way, so I can dive into further more details at the back. But completing it, the remaining details on the engine that are left, then I have the chassis will have to be, you know, kind of updated, so I can make proper, you know, UV maps and all that. So there is quite a lot of work. It's not naive. So yeah, that's that. There's still a lot to go. You're getting there, still pretty high pace. Yeah, I'm trying to speed it up as much as I can. not obviously, to rush things and do them in not a quality way, but yeah. And yesterday I couldn't stream, couldn't work it on it. Basically, whenever I'm streaming, that's the time only I'm working on this vehicle, because like I've said, I'm gonna stream the whole process. So that's it. Like whenever I stream, that's the time I'm only working on this car. So for the past 2 days, I couldn't work on anything. I had projects and had to be mindful of the time I have and use it well. So yeah, that was that. And today it's pretty much the same, where I'll be doing this right now, but from 12 o'clock I'll continue working on another car I have for a client. I cannot say what or what's been developed. I'm under very tight NDA about that, but it's for a game and I'm very happy to do that. So yeah. noticed from before that that line it's stretched out all the way up there. So if there is one constant, that would be that. So try to make it do that. Okay. Let's see how it goes. I need to have less geometry here, so to have better control. So that's why I'll just remove these. It's no big deal. Why it's not going? Yeah, that's not merged there. So I'll just try. Oh, one thing I haven't. Yeah, so you can see now what I'm pressing also. Now you see that line over there, it's not very straight. Now it would be, except. That won't do. Why it's so slow? Jesus. Okay, I'm back. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Can we hear each other? Can you hear me? I think yes. I think the mic is on. Okay, let's go back. So where did we left off? Now this is a section of the car that I won't be able to see much. Section of the engine actually. Let's close this off here. This is straight because that's how it's shown on the scan. I have realized that unless someone provides you like exact measurements and details and you can see clearly parts, that yeah, you should try and make it like that. But when you're trying to make it out of scan, which is pretty much like what I have here, and there is no way that you can tell which is which, it's just better if you just do it however you think it should be, basically. Not overthink it, because it doesn't make much sense really in doing that as well. You know, it doesn't make sense for me to now just, you know, waste a lot of hours like I know I have, you know, on how certain geometry needs to look. At the end, I cannot see exactly, and it won't ever make a difference. It's artistic piece, it's not supposed to be manufactured, it's not supposed to work in reality, so yeah. Which is why right now I'm gonna be approaching the next part in this manner. You will see just in a second. So do this, it will be, yeah. But it's no big deal. That's actually how it should be. So that's all good. That's all good, except perfect. Willem, how it's going with the racetrack? Still adding stuff, almost ready for some cinematics. Damn, would love to see that. It looks very nice. Racetrack and all that. That's what I have in mind, you know. When I finish all this, I would love to have made something like that, and to be able to drive the car around the circuit. So, you know, to make some cinematics and things like that with this as well. But yeah, there's still a lot to go, so we'll see how it turns out. I don't want to be, you know, saying things up front and not to live up to those expectations, you know. But it's a nice goal to have in mind for sure, you know. So hey Veer, hi there mate. Going good, going good. Making big progress with the engine, with the rear end of the engine. Yesterday and on Monday as well, I've been pretty much time-wise booked with works for clients, so could not really spare any time for anything for the personal project, this one of mine that I'm doing. So had to postpone any streaming. And today, again, here I am back on it, trying to do some work for at least 3 hours. And later on, not later on, but actually right after I finish with the stream, I'll be going back on development of the other vehicle I have for this client, for whom I'm working right now. And I think I told you about, it's part of a game, AAA development of a game. So yeah, but I cannot say any details of it on it, however it's said. But yeah, pretty much tight, you know, with schedule and all that. So really had to be mindful. This in here, it's something I don't like much. Maybe I should ease off a bit with it like that. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, also to try and be mindful of this here. Yeah, that won't do. Maybe what we'll do is having this instead. And then that. No. I'm trying to go fast sometimes, and I mess up things instead. Come on. Okay. And that's fine, I guess. This there. So clean it up a bit like that. Want to make this. Okay, maybe I'm complicating things here for myself. Awesome, man, that sounds amazing. I'm sure you will kill it. I hope as well, but it's pretty much overwhelming because I'll tell you, I thought that I'm making like these detailed cars here, you know, with in regards to the engine and the details it has and so on, but it turns out that this game will have pretty much the same. And even beyond, I would say, because right now I'm working on this like on with what I can see, but this car that I'm supposed to develop, it doesn't only have the details, but also has like the suspension on the bottom, details as such. I mean, it's crazy, like the details it has, it's pretty awesome, you know, to see. And the thing is, I have just 1 month, so I don't have time to screw around for like, you know, 2 months or something like that. I have to finish it within 1 month, and I mean, I have to. That's the, you know, the goal, the clock that we're trying to monitor. To keep on track with other things, but roughly around that time it should be made. So, but still, maybe I'm downplaying my work here when I say it's probably not as detailed as that one. I think it probably is, because now thinking on it, my work, what I'm doing here, it's strictly based on exact 3D scan of, you know, of a car that I have. Theirs isn't. It's just on what I can, you know, see and make sense on how things should be probably done. So it goes to say that the details won't be authentically as per, you know, the car specifications or whatever, but still it has to have those details. So, you know, all of that has its own level of complexity. But yeah, we will manage it somehow, I hope. Now, what did I do here? Okay, I think I'm seeing it. Wait a sec. I think you got this in the bag. I hope, I mean, for this one, it's still a long way. There's still a long way to go. Previously, I've been discussing that with Willem. More so, I was speaking about it. Is that it looks pretty much as, you know, that I have it. That's almost there. You know, we have like pretty much the whole engine here. So this is already made. Like, look at those details. I love them. I like this. I like how it will turn out to be in the end with all that, and the cables all in between, the tubes that will be here, these. It's going to be you know, to look beautiful. But what I wanted to say is that yeah, it looks like, you know, big portion has been done, but still there's long way to go. Like, all of that has to be finished, and then UV mapping, texturing will be pretty much straight on, because I don't plan on, you know, doing something spectacular in that sense. I just want to, you know, have like default metal wise materials applied, and that will be it. Like, nothing more than that. Maybe some welds here and there, but that's all. So that should be going pretty much quickly, you know. But otherwise, yeah, I just don't want to tap myself on the shoulder and be like, okay, it's no big deal, you know, it's just a little bit of work, you'll get it soon, you know. From that aspect of, you know, of things and how it's going right now, there's still a long way to go. So, and maybe it's also because I'm bothering myself with these details, like, so I'm trying to make the same, and it's actually not going that direction, but it should go this direction. So this is like that, and that's why it puzzles me. Now there it is. iFreeze, hi there, and thanks for the subscribe, man. Although guys, these are not subscribes on Twitch, these are subscribes on YouTube. Not that anyone I guess asked, but yeah, I mean, they're great in any way, in any case, because it's a very big support, and I appreciate that a lot. All those subscribers on YouTube, as well as of course on Twitch, but really I'm trying to build this channel from scratch for 2 years now, and, you know, go back to what I had back in the past, where I could create content on YouTube, videos, cinematics, things like that, because it's some other another type of work that I also, field of work actually, that I also enjoyed a lot. So yeah. Let's close this section here. So see how that continues up that point. Now we'll try to match it with this one and see what makes sense. So okay, this with that. Willem, When do you think you will have some cinematics already done for the new video that you're making? And will it be again with the same Porsche, or will you have some other cars? A lot of things going on my end, guys, so sorry for all these stops, but yeah. Well, preview can be within a few weeks, I guess. That's great. So will you have the same car or some other car? And actually, are you do you plan on driving the car, being animated and driving it around the circuit, so to create the cinematics, or? Because I've seen this tutorial on Unreal Engine that you can also drive the car in Unreal Engine once you create this rig, that you can do so, and it looks very cool. I haven't done it so far, but I want to try it. Awesome. I wish I could have streamed, you know, on the other vehicle that I'm about to do, but quite frankly, I wish I could have been streaming whole day, so to have this, you know, company and some discussions with you guys, but I just can't have that. So it will be quite a long day, you know. Modeling. I'm watching a show actually. It's Japanese anime. It's called Death Note. A friend of mine told me about it. I wasn't so much into it, into Japanese anime, but he said like it's very good. And a few days ago I gave it a try, and it's actually very fun. And the episodes are quite fast, and I quite got hooked to it. So maybe that's what I'll be playing. What do we have here? So I see how this goes. Okay, so basically this is a tube here that runs something like this. Let me turn on the scan first. So it's something like this here. Not that one though, but more like this one. Like this. So it falls to the bottom. Like this. Somewhere around here. Okay, so this in here was, I think, the edge of what we had, so let's pretend this is the edge. I see how it is actually. Okay, I forgot that wasn't working. So we have half circle here. It's pretty much that big. Oh. Yeah, that's actually the circle here, but this is attached on the other side, on the outside of it. Just like we had it on the front of the vehicle, so... And this still needs to be offering some kind of support, so it will be more or less like that. And slightly inclined. So... Or actually not. That will be on the outside. This is just a circling here that we have. it's right. Yeah, we have this, and how big this space is. I'll use these snippets of geometry left, of mesh left here, to try and just hopefully, you know, connect this like a puzzle, which in theory is this is what I'm working on right now. Like that piece needs to be connected with this one. So what I know is that, yep, it should be like that. And the other part alongside it, like this. There we go. I'll just try to uniformed. as well as this. So they're both like straight shapes actually to the bottom, but I'm not sure whether now these are rather bit different because, or yeah, actually, you know what, they should be like uniform in the direction. So this should be, I'll be following that one, something like this, and this actually should be much higher like this. And when I'll remove this line here, it will pretty much give me the trajectory of by which this, the angle of this is going, and this as well. So it should be straight down like that. can see. So what am I missing here? Is it another line? "20 more minutes to go, guys, and I'll be stopping with streaming today. If anyone has any question, feel free to shoot. The less lines here, the better. So I'll just cut these off entirely like that, and I'll just keep whatever I must keep. Hey Lucas, hi. First time on the chat? I cannot see that, but I think yes, because I don't remember you so far. I think you might be first time or... No, I won't, because not necessary. The 5070 I have, it's already sufficient. It won't increase the quality of the work. The quality will remain as it is because it's already high enough. What will be improved though, it's the details of the vehicles that I'm doing. I will bring in more details, so that will be the differentiator. But the GPU, it doesn't make much difference as long as you have ray tracing. That's it. You have that with 2 generations already older graphic cards, so yeah. The only thing that it can be improved though, it's actually only the time that it would take to do some animation. But other than that, nothing much really. The Porsche is for visualizations. It can be used for a game as well, but not necessarily right now. What I'm developing right now, it's more for visualizations, cinematics, things like that, or just promotions. Yes, CUDA. That's the only thing actually that you can use with GeForce. Are you working in the industry? Are you a 3D artist yourself? Yes, in freedom time, I usually monkey 3D model. How old are you? But with medium poly, not hard surface modeling. Medium poly, doesn't have anything to do with hard surface modeling. Hard surface modeling, it's hard surface modeling. It can be organic or hard surface, and medium to high depends on the density of the geometry you're using, whether it's for hard surface or organic modeling, or even with sculpting. 30 years old, bro. That's nice. That's nice. Where are you from? And welcome on the channel again. Thank also for the follow, for the subscribe though. And you, how many years you do 3D models? I do 3D modeling since 2016. That's 10 years now. Portugal, love Portugal. You can always work remotely. Why not you try get job in Rockstar Games? It's because they won't have me. It's because it's not I am who's asked. You should ask Rockstar. And Rockstar are not the best, if you ask me. So why Rockstar alone? Maybe some other studio. The way you pose the questions are it's funny. Sorry, they are. It's not like I'm asking, man. I asked it because you have good projects in your Instagram. Thank you very much for the kind words, Lucas. I'm very glad if you think that. But why not working in Rockstar? It's because, like I've said, they won't have me. It's not that I'm asked, you know. Apparently, I'm not good enough for for working in Rockstar, or I work elsewhere. I work on other projects that make me happy, probably even more than working there. Working for Rockstar, that would be a great thing to have on your CV, but the work that one might do there, it's not necessarily up to one's likes. I've heard a lot of people that they wouldn't like to work there. So now, see guys, in order to make this more better, I'll just have it this plainly put like that, and then I'll put the circle on top. I'll just try to merge that. For the time being, I'll just try to have this aligned. Pretty much as a guideline, just like that. And now we can probably even delete that. Okay, I understand. And also you have spent a lot of time making 3D models. Yep, but that's not the only differentiator in the 3D. It doesn't matter how much time you've spent in 3D. That's the thing. Some guy might just have worked in 3D for a year and be great already, depending what he or she has made. So yeah. 3D Maya are better than Blender Cinema 4D. There is no better software, one or the other. It's just whether one artist can do stuff or he cannot. So I wouldn't say one or the other it's better. I would say that you should work with whichever you believe is good for you. For me, it's Maya, so here I am. And for everyone is different. They say Maya being the industry standard. That's only because a lot of studios have already set pipelines with Maya, and like that's it. If you want to get into those studios and so on, and actually be serious about 3D, you have to learn Maya, because working in pretty much all big studios, you have to know Maya in order to work there. Studios indeed are more or less starting to switch over to Blender, but the progress, the time to do that will take, a bit longer. So they don't have really the bigger studios, at least, they don't have much time really to address these issues and make their employees now relearn the pipelines and work with Blender. So, or any other Cinema 4D, it's not even taken into consideration when we speak about games, because Cinema 4D it's more or less about product designs and visualizations. So that's rather different thing. I wouldn't put in the same category as Blender or Maya. So I've spent 2 years making 3D models, but it's hard when you go do hard projects where I can model this house, then cars, write code in Unreal Engine. You don't write codes in Unreal Engine, you use blueprints only. That's a little poll for people to consider. Actually, it's gonna be too late now because I'm gonna be online for just 10 more minutes, or not more than 14, and that will be all for today. Interesting enough that this is the first time since I'm streaming in probably a year and a half, actually, not more than a year, and in total, if I put all the streams I've done, not more than half a year. This is the first stream where I hit more than 200 views while streaming only 3 hours. So that's like a massive increase, and I'm very grateful. I mean, it means a lot. It tells me that it's going good. So yeah, if you wanna guys see my workflow on everything I did so far on the Porsche, you can see all the videos attached either on Twitch or YouTube. I'm also streaming on Kick, but yeah, the vlogs, the videos of this vehicle that I'm doing right now, they're all attached on YouTube. So yeah, if you're interested in it, to check them out, feel free to do so. I'll have a playlist and I'll have it attached below this video after the stream ends. So whoever is interested into seeing the past streams I've done, and you know, the previous sessions while I've been working on this car, you can see over there in that playlist. I have to develop another vehicle within 50 minutes and start working on it. So yeah, it's for a AAA studio, so the quality has to be, you know, it's pretty big, I would say, just that. And I just want to say I really have to focus on that, and I don't have much time, you know, to spend more on streaming, although I would want to, because pretty much what I'm streaming is when I'm streaming is the only time that I'm working on this piece of Porsche 962C version, part of a legendary Group C vehicles raced on Le Mans back in the 80s and early 90s. It's a stunning car, bought for $3 million. It has very big racing history, part of Kramer Racing Motorsport racing team, a team that actually you know, saw this vehicle that I'm doing and offered their compliments. So yeah, it goes without saying, they too have recognized this work and admired it, so it's all more meaningful for me to keep on going and finish it one day finally. This work began roughly around July, like the details, to the finest of details, and how I went about this vehicle, they began around July 25th last year. So I'm developing this vehicle for more than, like, certainly half a year now, with, you know, going back and forth. So it's not like I'm working on it every single day for 2 years, for what I'm saying, for a year and a half, for half a year, but it's definitely taking a lot, you know, very long time. So yeah, that's that. Big work has been done today. That's a quite big portion there. Before I finish the stream, which is in 9 minutes, I'll just showcase what I've been working on lately. So this is the engine. And there are still quite a lot of details that need to be sorted out around this section here, but I'll come to it once I complete this part here. So once I have that, I'll move towards this area there to finish that up. Then we'll have some details on top here, then the suspension, because we have that as well. So let's hide the 3D scan. This is the model that we have so far. So this has been previously made. I plan on welding all these pipes here to make them, you know, look proper. And yeah. this will need a bit of update, maybe. I cannot see much how it is, but yeah, it's all inside the wheel, so really not able to see much. And that's that plate over there, the valves over there, these here. Okay, see how they are. I'll try to make that as well. It looks pretty much unique. So they're very tight on top and they're much bulky and spread to the bottom. So yeah, we'll have to figure it out on how to make that. We make one side and one part here, we'll just flip it on the other side. Yeah, still a lot of work need to be done. This is actually going to be something like this just before I close the stream. Come on. Okay, so it will be something like this. So we connect these at the top where they meet. We'll close that there. We'll create the rear part, here the bottom part. It's gonna look great, guys, but for today that will be all. 5 minutes more or less won't make much difference, and I really have to spare the time, so I'll be going. Thank you everyone who stopped by. And yeah, see you tomorrow, same time, guys. 9 a.m. Till 12 p.m. Yeah, I've been doing this. So in between, whoever wants to see more details, you can follow my page on Twitch or Instagram or YouTube or Kick. Yeah. Bye bye.